Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a squad from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Judicials have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Owls offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jeff.
He's loose. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Simon. Makes the catch. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun to give, looking for room. It's a seam wide open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Simon. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Temple! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. The Judicials offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock. Workers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give from the gun. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Creates a little space. Turning it on. Turning on the Jets. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Judicials.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Simon. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get and run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. The option look. Open space at the 25. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Judicials, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Sends it back in motion. Fullback's got it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a third and long. They'll run the option. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just
there he goes. Lots of running room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to get it in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown Owls!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Didn't find much running room on first down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. On the run, it's O'Neal. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
No gain on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Judicials will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now on the option. Now the toss. Fighting off the defender. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Using his legs to buy some time. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the big fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the option. The pitch. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
What a disappointment. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Simon. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
If feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Buys a little time with his feet. He wants it all. Touchdown, Owls. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over the Groupers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Simon. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On the option. Quick toss. Hard running there. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Judicials really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Working on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Judicials will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. On the run, it's O'Neal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simon. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking to pass. The throw. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run the option. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll ride his man on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Judicials have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down for the offense.
Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's O'Neal. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Judicials have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll set up to throw. Buys a little extra time. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right back to him on the ground. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. A break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Scrambling away. Headed to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home. And this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped.
And the returner is stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
Pace, 27, jump.
On the option. He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.